I believe what we do flows from who we are. Hello, my name is Sierra Barker, and the three qualities I possess are: first of all, I'm a very, very big klutz. Second of all, I'm very overprotective of my family. And third, I'm a first generation college student, which is very, very important. To start, everyone that knows me knows that I'm a klutz. From the time I was little, I always remember tripping over my feet to breaking my arm multiple times and hurting myself. I always have had really, really big feet. It runs on both sides of my family. And they always seem to get in the way when I am walking or running or playing with my little brother. I couldn't tell you how many times a day I trip over my own feet at home or at work. Breaking my arms is where it starts to get really interesting. I've broken my right arm 3 times in 3 different spots. I only had to have surgery once, and that was the first time I broke it when I was in 1st grade. I broke my elbow. I had to have 3 pins, multiple stitches, and 3 different casts put on before it was completely healed. Luckily, I didn't have to keep any of my pins in my elbow. Some way and somehow I always find a way to hurt myself. Perfect example was a couple weeks ago at work. I woke up one day with a really bad burn on my arm, and I'm not quite sure how I got it there. It didn't hurt until the day after, so I didn't realize that I had hurt myself. Something else that everyone knows about me is that I'm very close to my mom and my grandma. Kind of had a rough childhood growing up. My mom went to prison when I was 3, and my dad was always in and out of jail when I was younger. My grandma raised me while my mom went to prison, and after she got out, we moved to Davenport for a little while. We moved back to Southeast Iowa after my mom got laid off of her job. I really don't like it when people try to put my family, especially my mom, down because of her past. And I owe everything to my grandma for stepping up and raising me instead of letting me go into foster care. Even though my mom has been to prison twice, she's still one of my heroes. Her mistakes have helped me become the person that I am and chose to take a different path in life than she did, as well as my dad. Lastly, I'm pretty much a first-generation college student. My dad dropped out of high school when he was 16 and never went back to graduate. Obviously, he wasn't able to go to college. My mom dropped out when she was a senior, but when she went to prison the first time, she got her GED. My mom went to the American Hair Academy to learn how to cut and dye hair professionally, but there were some family problems that caused her from not graduating. My grandma on my mother's side went up to SCC and has taken a couple of classes, but she never got a degree like her AA or anything like that. She was going for mostly business and accounting type classes. So I'm going to be the first one to graduate from college in my family. Hopefully my sister and my little brothers decide to go to college too. We have arrived now at the close where we began. When you hear my name, I hope you remember that I'm making a better future for myself. Most likely still being a klutz, and I will always be protective of my family because they mean the world to me. No matter what, these 3 things I have told you just now about myself will always be true. I guarantee. Thank you.